All right, so we are in the middle, nearing the end of season 4 of NBA 2K24, and you know, I would assume that, you know, jump shots are starting to get dry, like the ones that you have. You guys are starting to brick a little more, not hit your greens and only shoot whites. You know, that's a bold assumption, but I truly believe that that's what's going on. So I'm here and I'm ready to, you know, I'm ready to bless you guys with the newest, the best, the most updated current jump shots in NBA 2K24. Look at this guy walking with me that just came out the tube. Shout out to him. So yeah, I mean, I got jump shots for anyone, whether it's a point guard, you know, you're a three-point shot hunter, whether you're a lockdown popper, you're a tall guard, you're a footer, anything. I mean, trust me, I got what you guys need. So go ahead and do me a favor, you know, drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, maybe suggest a jump shot that you have to other people in the comments. And yeah, man, without further ado, I mean, it's short and sweet. It's a jump shot video. Let's get right into it. One thing before I get into the jump shots, I gotta remind you guys, go ahead and go into your controller settings all the way at the right here and go to your shot timing visual cue and your jump shot meter. Now, for your shot timing visual cue, I would recommend using push or release. Me personally, all these jump shots that I'm showing you, I use on release. It's just what works for me. But you know, if you want to try push, go ahead, set point and jump. I have some insanely bad news for you. Jump shot meter, of course, turn it off, and that's pretty much all you need. I'm not gonna lie. These are the two things you need in your controller settings, and you know, we can get right into it. So the first jump shot that I want to give you guys, we're gonna start off with point guards here, 6'5" and under, so small guards, and we're gonna do high 3-point or high midi. I'm not going over low midi and low 3-point jump shots for small guards because, in my opinion, I don't think you should even have that build. I mean, literally, I've never seen a 3-point shot hunter, for example, that has a low midi or low 3-point. So scratch. I'm not gonna lie. Make a new build. I dropped a build video like in the past. Go make a new build. Go make a new fresh small guard build. Trust me, it's worth your time. Anyway, for the first jump shot, we're gonna be going Steph Curry base as always. I mean, it's one of the best bases. If you're not starter 3, this is what you need to go with. Upper release 1, we're going to Oscar Robertson. You know, Oscar Robertson, you can't go wrong. It's gonna be the uppers on most of our jump shots, so you guys just got to get used to it in NBA 2K24. Upper release 2, we're gonna be using Colin Sexton. This is gonna be our second release, and it flows just well with Stephen Curry base and Oscar Robertson release 1. Go to our blending. We got full release speed, 80% Oscar and 20% Sexton. Use this on release, and I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna go ahead and look at this jump shot as always. Let's step on the Gatorade court. And Steph Curry, man, it's always gonna be nice and smooth. It's just gonna be fast. So, you know, if you like fast jump shots, go ahead and try this one. That was the first shot, so it's not gonna go in. You can't really go wrong with Curry in this game. I mean, look, that's green. It's just green bean. I mean, it doesn't matter. You could be on the left wing. Let me go shoot a corner shot for you guys real quick. Let me get my stamina up. See, like, that's green. I mean, on release, it's just so chicken. Oscar, Sexton, upper release 1s and 2s, 80-20, Steph Curry base. I mean, literally, you can't go wrong with it. Now, if you do not like Sexton release 2, you could go with Mike Conley release 2. This is like one of the jump shots that I use more often. Oscar upper 1, Mike Conley release 2, and we're gonna do a 50-50 blending on this one. This is a really smooth jump shot. Like, it's way smoother than Sexton. This one's just a tad bit slower. The thing about Mike Conley upper is this, it makes the jump shot so smooth. Like, let me shoot it for you guys real quick. I mean, look how smooth that is. I mean, Steph Curry base and this being this smooth, it's just insane. I mean, you should literally just like drop what you're doing right now and go and like try this one out. Or you could look at the rest of the jump shots in the video. I mean, that's completely up to you. Let me take one more shot here. And I mean, even a mid-range, I mean, it's just green bean. The next base for all you small guards with a high 3-point or high midi is going to be John Wall base, Oscar Robertson release 1, and Luka Doncic release 2. This was my patch 1 jump shot. Like, this is what I used at the start of the year when like I didn't want to change. John Wall was nice, slow, special. It just hit the spots in all areas. So if you need a slower jump shot, Stephen Curry doesn't work for you, go ahead and go with John Wall. We got full release speed as always, and then 84% Oscar, 16% Luka. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with this. This is literally suit. Like, especially nowadays with all like, you know, the people playing, the influx of people playing sides on this game, when lockdowns have 99 perimeter defense. I mean, like, the slow jump shots like this, they don't necessarily work out all the time, but there's definitely some times where this will come in clutch, especially if you're not really the best shooter. This is really just a slow, nice jump shot for you to like just mess around with. Definitely do not see a problem with this jump shot. Go ahead and use it if you need a slower base. So for our next jump shot, if you do not have Patty Mills, this is like the T-Mac for small guards. I mean, Allen Iverson base, Oscar release 1, and Sexton release 2. This is literally what you need if you like, if you're coming from a 6'6" and you're going to a small guard in NBA 2K24 and like you use T-Mac, so you're used to that T-Mac, but you don't really know what to use on a small guard, definitely go with Allen Iverson base. As you can see, he jumps like T-Mac, he releases it like T-Mac. It's just a small T-Mac. For your your release speed, go all the way, and then your animation blending, go 80% Oscar, 20% Sexton. If you need something like T-Mac, it 100% gets the job done. So yeah, transitioning from small guard, or transitioning from a 6'6", sorry, to a small guard, definitely go ahead and try this out. I mean, literally mini T-Mac, and it's butter too, low key. Sometimes you can even hit reds with this, I'm not gonna lie. Let me take one more shot with this, and green bean, come on, let's get on to the next jump shot. Now, finally, if you are starter 3, scratch all the jump shots that I said before and use this. This is only for starter 3s. I feel bad that only starter 3s get access to this jump shot, but I mean, literally, this jump shot is breaking the game. It's, you know, sparking controversy within 2K League players. It's actually ruining the game, so that's why you got to use it. We got Patrick Mills, aka Patty Mills base, Oscar release 1, and Jerry West release 2. I mean, look at that jump shot. It literally looks so good. You know, get so much space, you jump so high in the air, and it's fast. Full release speed on this one, 77% Oscar, 23 Jerry West. Go ahead and put this on and go and try it out for yourself. I mean, Patty Mills, as I said before, it's literally breaking the game. I mean, it's actually crazy how much of a chokehold this jump shot has on NBA 2K24 players. I mean, literally everyone wants to get on the Patty wave, but you know, you gotta hit starter 3 for it. That's the only problem. So I highly suggest start rep grinding, play the double rep events if you're a small guard, and get Patty Mills. I mean, you literally will not regret it. This will make your jump shot, your 3-point percentage, everything just be on a golden level. Trust me, I mean, I'm being serious. I wouldn't lie to you guys, I promise. So now time for the tall guards with high 3-point. I mean, I'm on my 6'6" here. I have a 92.3, so let's get right into the jump shots for these builds. The first one I'm gonna go with, I mean, it's quite obvious. You have high 3-point, you're on a 6'6", or, you know, I'm not going to say 6'6" specifically, but, you know, 6'5 plus, high 3-point, or a high midi T-Mac base. I mean, put it on, literally. There's no questions asked. Put on T-Mac, Oscar release 1, Marquise Chris release 2, and you're golden. I mean, look at that jump shot. It's just butter. Release speed, go full on this one with a 75% Oscar, 25% Marquise Chris. You literally cannot go wrong with this jump shot. I mean, it's T-Mac, good uppers. You're going to be shooting over everyone. Getting T-Mac on this build is just lethal. I mean, it's green bean every time. T-Mac is easy to time. It's very easy to shoot. It's easy to, you know, shoot over people, beside people. It's just such a good jump shot. Marquise Chris upper, I'm, you know, experimenting with it for the not the first time. I've used it like a couple times, but like it's definitely up there with like the Sadiq Bays of the world and, you know, things like that. Second, T-Mac jumper. I mean, as I said, like T-Mac is going to be your main thing here, but if you don't like Marquise Chris upper release 2, go ahead and use Sadiq Bey, as I said earlier, and Oscar Robertson release 2. Full release speed on this, 50-50 blending. I mean, there's not much else to say about this. It's T-Mac, but an alternative version. I mean, it's literally just going to be what you need in this game. You just can't go wrong with Sadiq Bey and Oscar 50-50. I mean, this is one of the most OG T-Mac jump shots. Look how high you go. It's so good. I'm not gonna lie. This is a must try. Just like I said, Patty Mills, this is a must try. T-Mac, Oscar, Sadiq. This is literally what you need as a 6'6". I mean, if you guys only seen half of the shots I hit with this jump shot, I mean, it's just crazy. And I missed that one, but it's okay because I'm gonna, you know, get my get back real quick. I'm gonna step back to the 3-point line and I'm gonna green that one. I got my get back in the Gatorade facility. It is what it is. So for the next jump shot, we're gonna be doing Tarian Prince. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who that is. You know, don't flame me in the comments, but you know, Prince base. I'm not gonna lie. This is another runner up to T-Mac. I've recently found this base. Someone told me about it on a 6'5 plus, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty chick. Oscar release 1 and Oscar release 2 uppers, and then full speed on this 50-50. It doesn't matter because they're both Oscar. Apparently this jump shot is soup. I mean, I'm gonna put it on real quick and I'm gonna shoot a couple shots. I mean, Prince base low-key might be like a very good alternative to T-Mac. There's definitely a chance. Okay, Tarian Prince, that's green. Oh, it's not. Maybe I need to like low-key start experimenting with this base a little bit because I've seen a little bit of like some talk in the community about it. You know, Prince base, low-key, it's a little soupy. I'm not gonna lie. Is that green? I mean, it's green. It's green bean. It's always going to be green with my finger. I mean, it's just impossible to, you know, miss. Green with no stamp? Come. Oh, I missed. Okay. The last jump shot for you tall guards that have a high 3-point. We're going to go Malcolm Brogdon base. This is another T-Mac alternative. Oscar release 1, Sadiq Bey release 2. Full release speed 50-50 on this. Go ahead and try this out if none of the other jump shots worked for you. Maybe this one's going to be your lucky one. I'm not going to lie. This just might be what's saving you in NBA 2K24. Look at that. Malcolm Brogdon. I mean, that's just yick. Malcolm Brogdon is the definition of a yick jump shot. I mean, to be honest, all these jump shots are yick. Malcolm Brogdon, nice little flick to it. You can see, you know, with your visual cue where to actually release it. And yeah, I mean, definitely go ahead and try this one out. You know, 3 greens in a row just for you guys. That's it for the tall guards with high 3 points though. Let's go on to the next build. So now our next criteria is going to be tall guards with low 3-point, low midi. Don't worry, I got you guys. I'm not going to leave you guys out because I know this is like, you know, popular among the community. So the first jump shot that we're going to go with for our, you know, this is for our low 3-point, low midi build. builds. As you can see on the bottom right, you know, I have a 92 mid, but you know, I don't really have a build with low midi, low 3. So, you know, I used to have one, I'm not gonna lie, but I deleted him, but I do remember the jump shots on him. So we're gonna go Pat Connaughton base, Troy Brown upper release 1, and Kyle Korver release 2. I heard that Pat Connaughton is the soup for low midi, low 3 points, so go ahead and go and use him. Full speed on release speed, and then 43% Troy Brown and 57% Kyle Korver. I am on a 6.8, so like the jump shot might look a little different than what you guys have, you know, if you're on a 6.6 or something, but this jump shot is definitely on the slower end, but I mean, you could definitely get the job done. I mean, me personally, you know, I'm more of a T-Mac guy, but unfortunately on these kind of builds, you just can't get T-Mac. But yeah, I mean, this jump shot's a little bit slower, but the release queue is fine. I'm not gonna lie, it's easy for me to green, and definitely go ahead and try it out. So now the next one here, we're going to be going to our trusty old reliable JT Thor base. You know, JT Thor is always going to be a base that you can use in this game. It's your last resort. I mean, it's always going to be there. It's going to be something that, you know, is never going to let you down. JT Thor, it's very competitive. Evan Fournier upper release 1 and James Harden upper release 2. I mean, these are just two, you know, these are two uppers you can't go wrong with when it comes to having JT Thor base. For your release speed, go maxed out, and then Evan Fournier 45%, James Harden 55%. Can't go wrong. So yeah, I mean, this one is good for business. I mean, I literally love this jump shot. Every time I have a build that has a low midi or low 3-point, I put on JT Thor, Evan Fournier, and James Harden because it's just so easy to time. I mean, I swear the timing stability on this has to be like the Galaxy Opal A+++. I mean, literally, it's so easy. Look behind the back, and that's green. I mean, it's just so easy. I'm not gonna lie, those are the only two jump shots I got for you guys that are low midi and low 3-point, so hopefully they work out for you. If not, you know, if you're a low 3-point or low midi build, go ahead and drop down in the comment a jump shot that, you know, you can give to other people, because those are just the two that I personally use. So I remember on the last jump shot video that I made, you guys, you know, you guys were sad that I didn't include any lock jump shots. So, you know, this video is gonna change here. I got, you know, I'm gonna give you guys 3 lock jump shots, 2 of them which are low 3-point, low midi, and then 1 which will be if, you know, you have a T-Mac lock. But, you know, let's get into the low 3-point and low midi lockdown jump shots. So for the first one, we are going to be going with Dyson Daniels base. I mean, this is a pretty good base when it comes to being a lockdown. I know a lot of people use Dyson Daniels, especially at the start of the year. This was like a patch 1 jump shot, but in my opinion, for lockdown jump shots, I mean, it doesn't really change. Like, you can still use this, you can use JT Thor, any of that. I mean, it really just doesn't change. Upper release 1, we're gonna go with Kyle Korver, always trusty. When it comes to being on a spot up, you want to use Kyle Korver upper. And then upper release 2, we're gonna go with Drew Eubanks. I mean, these two, put them together with Dyson Daniels, you're not going to go wrong. Release speed, go full, go 4 out of 4 release speed, and then 72% Kyle Korver and 28% Drew Eubanks. This jump shot is solid, you know, shooting in the corner, shooting at the wing, whatever it is. This jump shot does have a low snap to it, so I mean, if you can perfect the low snap to it, you know, you use push or visual release Q. I mean, I think you should be straight. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty solid jump shot, and I missed, unfortunately. You know, as I said before, I gotta get my get back. I gotta score 1 more. Let me, you know, go to the wing, and that's green bean. I mean, yeah, I just gotta get my get back. For the second lock jump shot, low midi, low 3-point, we got to go to old reliable JT Thor base. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with this. You just can't. Sadiq Bey upper release 1 and Kyle Korver release 2. These are two good releases that go perfectly with JT Thor. Your blending is going to be 3/4 here. 3/4 release speed, 35% Sadiq and 65% Kyle Korver. Pretty solid jump shot in my opinion. Definitely on the slower end because it has 3/4 release speed, but we just ball out when it comes to it. JT Thor is definitely one of my favorite jump shots. I mean, it's just green every single time, and I'm not gonna lie, 3/4 speed is not even that slow. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's pretty fast. Like, look at that green. Oh, definitely a good jump shot if you need, you know, a lock spot up jump shot. Can't go wrong with it. All right, so now anyone who's a lockdown or a spot up who has, you know, a high 3-point or a high midi, definitely go with this jump shot. Of course, we're going to go with T-Mac base. T-Mac locks are low-key like the next wave of NBA 2K24 lockdowns. I advise you make one. I'm not gonna lie. 90 mid-range, it's pretty much the soup. Austin Reeves upper release 1 and Oscar Robertson release 2. Austin Reeves definitely good upper that's on the come up. You know, if you need a new upper, add Austin Reeves to your upper. And then for your blending, go full release speed, 28% Austin Reeves and 72% Oscar Robertson. You can't go wrong with this. I mean, I definitely love T-Mac base on a lock. I was using this in tens the other day, and it's just so chicken. I mean, like, it's perfect. I'm not gonna lie. I strongly advise you to make a T-Mac lockdown if, like, you are looking to make a new lock. Definitely make one because, like, T-Mac base, you get to shoot over people. The timing is pretty easy, and yeah, it's overall pretty good for business. All right, so second to last, you know, category of jump shots I got for you guys is popper jump shots in NBA 2K24. The first one I got for you guys for popper is Jarrett Culver base. I mean, Jarrett Culver base, This is kind of like T-Mac a little bit, you know, that's what I, you know, associate it with. Sadiq Bey upper release 1 and Kyle Korver release 2. I mean, this jump shot, it's very chick. I personally use 3/4 release speed on this one. You could go 4/4 if you want, but 3/4 is definitely what works for me. 35% Sadiq and 65% Kyle Korver. I mean, it's just soup. I mean, yeah, if you look at me take this jump shot real quick, I mean, I low-key, I had no stamina there, but it definitely reminds me of T-Mac. Let me try and get some stamina. Since, you know, I'm on a popper, the stamina takes forever. You know, the Gatorade courts need full stamina. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it kind of reminds me of T-Mac. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. But yeah, definitely put this jump shot on if you need a new popper jump shot. Now, the second and last popper jump shot I will be giving you guys is Leandro Balmero base. I mean, this is a very, very smooth base that I used to use on my popper. Now I use Culver, but Balmero was definitely my go-to. Sadiq Bey upper release 1, Oscar release 2. Two upper releases that, you know, you can just never go wrong with. 3/4 release speed, 67% Sadiq, 33% Oscar. As I said before, you could go full release speed, but on poppers, personally, I like 3/4 on release. I mean, it's just such a smooth jump shot. I literally, in the beginning of the year when I used this, like on the rare occasion I played on my popper, Leandro Balmero, I mean, people literally accuse me of cheating because, like, it's just so smooth. It's so easy to time. It's just like, if you can't use Jarrett Culver, I would definitely recommend you to try Balmero. It's just too tough. So last but not least, we are here with our footer jump shots. This is what we're going to end off on. I got 2 footer jump shots courtesy to my man's H-North, as you guys know. If you watch any of my other jump shot videos, my man's H-North always comes through with the footer jump shots, just because I don't necessarily have a footer on my account. For the first jump shot, we are going to go with Dwight Powell base. This is a pretty good base for footers. I see a lot of people using it. Marquise Chris upper and Nikola Jokic upper release 1 and 2. Go to your blending, and we're going to be going full speed on this. 45% Marquise Chris and 55% Nikola Jokic. So yeah, Dwight Powell base, man, I mean, it is definitely a smooth jump shot. If you're on a footer, I definitely recommend you know, go to this one. It's easy greens, especially in the rec or something like that. But yeah, let's get on to the next footer jump shot. For our last jump shot of the video, man, this has been a long one, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys can't shoot after this video, I don't know what to tell you, but we got Eric Pascal base, Chris Bosch upper release 1, and Marquise Chris upper release 2. This jump shot is solid. If you need a footer jump shot, just, you know, go ahead and try it out. If Dwight Powell didn't work for you, for this one, we're gonna go 29% Chris Bosch and 71% Marquise Chris. Eric Pascal base, I mean, I bet you guys have used this base if you're a footer, but definitely try out these uppers. Pretty smooth jump shot, you know, easy to green. Stability is pretty good. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up the jump shots for today. All right, so yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it from me. I covered all the jump shots for every single position, 3-point, you know, build in NBA 2K24. So you guys better not let me down. I better not see you guys in the park and, you know, missing every single jump shot that you take. You know, I got some faith in y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, if you have a jump shot you want to share to others, you know, leave it down in the comments with your build and 3-point or mid-range rating. It's very helpful to other people in the community, trust me. Like, I looked at the comments on my last video and people actually, like, you know, get active down there and, you know, reply to other people's jump shots saying good or bad, you know, things like that. Also, go ahead, subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 15K. Drop a like. Not a lot of you guys are subscribed. It would mean a lot to me if you guys hit that, you know, little button. And yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much all from me. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.